cover the precise remuneration each fighter stands to receive from Netflix. Should this bout garner universal attention, the metrics currently under discussion would pale in comparison to the colossal earnings Netflix stands to reap from this spectacle. Cejudo added, he's probably going to wind up making close to about 20 mil as he's about to turn 58. I mean, literally Jake Paul's 27 Mike Tyson is 57. However, while both fighters are indeed enjoying significant paydays in the 8-digit range, it's possible they may not be as lofty as anticipated. Consider this. Despite facing off against a semi-professional boxer, Mike Tyson remains a magnet for the spotlight, having raked in paychecks exceeding $100 million for his most monumental bouts.
I like it, Kamaru. I don't like it, man.
I agree. I feel like I understand wanting to be famous, and I understand building yourself, and I understand wanting to be a boxer as well, and being a professional.
On his Pound for Pound podcast, Kamaru Usman, known as the Nigerian Nightmare, didn't hold back in criticizing Jake Paul's choice to step into the ring with the veteran boxer Mike Tyson. He said, at some point, someone has to be guiding this kid's career. Do you want to be taken seriously as a boxer, or do you want to just be that famous YouTuber that did the boxing thing?
My brother, you gotta understand business. Jake, you're doing an amazing job, bro. Like, I don't think you fighting Mike Tyson, I don't think that's disrespectful because he's 60 and you 27, whatever, 57, 30 years apart. I don't care. Nobody cares. It's about the money. Just give me my money, okay? Just know that you're going to get knocked out. And I'm going to get some of that money too because I'm betting on Tyson.
Further added that while he believes Jake Paul has talent and has the potential to become skilled at boxing, he questioned the cost at which Paul expects to be respected by professional fighters, including himself
don't want to be
as a real
respected.
fighter.
Bro, listen. Boxers is not getting paid half of what he getting paid right now. He fighting Mike Tyson, bro. Boxers is not getting paid half of that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because if they was, he would be in a boxing community, bro. Come on now. It's all about business.
Usman added, because I do think he's talented, and I do think Jake Paul can get good at boxing, but it's at what cost you expect me as a professional fighter, as a real fighter, to respect you for this. Moreover, renowned American comedian and actor Andrew Schultz has weighed in on the matter, suggesting that the Tyson-Paul bout could potentially surpass all previous boxing matches in terms of viewership. Schultz recently shared his...
Wait. Viewership? Yes. Because the Ali Frazier, it was a lot of people in the building. You feel me? I don't know if they count that as viewership too, but this is about to be like, you see when he fought Mayweather, this ain't gonna be nothing compared to that. Like, people's coming out, spinning bread, like, bro.
Insights during an episode of the YouTube talk show Brilliant Idiots, outlining his reasoning behind this bold prediction.
It's still daylight outside.
Identified another element
that
could
summer coming.
This fight into the realms of greatness, potentially shattering viewership records in boxing history. He said, "It's also on your phone, the Paul versus Tyson fight. It's so unbelievably easy to watch. Wherever the f you are in the world, if you have Netflix, you're putting it on. The streaming giant."
Everybody don't have Netflix, bro. Stop doing that. Everybody don't have Netflix, bro. Everybody don't have Netflix. Everybody cannot afford a Netflix account, bro. All right? So, y'all know I'm going to be showing y'all. Y'all know how we get down on this side. I'm going to vlog it for y'all and stuff like that on my Twitch channel. So, if y'all want to see it, make sure y'all join my Twitch. We can watch it together. But, nigga, it's about the money. Just give me my money. That's it. Just give me my money.
Is about to break new ground by stepping into the realm of live combat sports broadcasting with the highly anticipated Paul versus Tyson fight. This is why Schultz expressed his belief that even those who occasionally watch combat sports would find it relatively simple to engage with the fight, potentially propelling it to become the most watched boxing event in history. The comedian actor remarked, similarly, among those caught up in the excitement was Dewey Cooper, who found himself fixated on two pivotal words upon learning of the matchup.
It's the motions. I brought guys for Jake Paul to spar when he were getting ready for Nate Robinson and Ben Askren. I've seen him in the gym a lot.
With Paul in the gym during that time, as he was coaching BJ Flores, who was Paul's coach then. Cooper described Paul as a genuinely nice person, contrary to what many might assume. Additionally, Cooper noted his long-standing acquaintance with Mike Tyson, dating back to the 1990s. He praised Tyson as an incredible person who has contributed positively to their team, expressing that the situation is a delicate one for him due to his connections with both fighters.
I've been on Mike Tyson since the 90s. Mike's an awesome guy, an incredible guy. He's helped our team So it's a sensitive situation for me at 58. The way Mike looks on the pads and everything, he can still do it.
Moreover, Cooper emphasized that Tyson's perspective is heavily influenced by his age, acknowledging that the allure of financial opportunities is simply too compelling for anyone to ignore. Cooper said, at 58, the way Mike looks on the pads and everything, he can still do it. Just, will he be dedicated to training for a real camp? And will he take Jake Paul seriously? Does Jake Paul have enough to motivate Mike Tyson?
It's not Jake Paul that's motivating Mike Tyson. It's boxing that's motivating Mike Tyson. This is how I know some of y'all people don't know Mike Tyson. Bro, if Mike Tyson is asked to get in that ring and he says yes, he's going to do everything in his power for him to be in shape for when he get in that ring, because he's an animal. It's like this, y'all. All right, we got basketball players, right? We ask y'all to go play somebody one-on-one. Y'all going to make sure y'all ready to play somebody one-on-one. Football players, we ask, y'all line up. Y'all going to make sure y'all ready to line up. You feel me? Y'all got to play a different team. Y'all going to make sure y'all ready. You get what I'm saying? It's like LeBron versus Curry. They know they about to play each other, so they going to be ready to play each other. You get me? So Mike Tyson is going to be ready to knock my nigga out. He going to knock him the fuck out in the first round,
biggest question in my mind.
I'm sticking
if he
with
does,
the first
it's
round
a serious
knockout.
fight for Jake Paul. If he doesn't, then Jake Paul has an opportunity to beat an iconic
And Jake
legend.
Paul, listen,
Cooper,
don't run around the bush and do some Muhammad Ali shit. When you stay in the ropes, let him punch you up, get him tired. Don't do none of that. Fight like a man, okay? Fight like a man.
expressed his preference for Jake Paul to fight younger boxers, such as having a rematch with Tommy Fury instead of facing Mike Tyson. However, he acknowledged the significant box office draw and public excitement surrounding a match against Tyson. According to Cooper, I would rather Jake Paul fight some young boxers, have a rematch with Tommy Fury, something like that, versus Mike Tyson. But I understand that it's going to be a big box office and people are going to be excited about it. Furthermore, Cooper conceded that if there is a public demand for the match and both fighters are agreeable, then the fight should proceed. He concluded with a note of anticipation, stating that the outcome remains to be seen. Cooper added, I just hope both fighters are okay. That's a high number in age to be fighting young guys. But if the world wants this, wants to see it, and both men are willing, let's do it. We'll see what happens there. Similarly, UFC legend Daniel Cormier has given his insanely honest take on the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight. Speaking to ex-UFC welterweight contender Ben Askren, he said, it might ruin you if he just beats on Mike Tyson. He's in a no-win situation. Cormier vehemently criticized the upcoming bout.
No, look. Jake, if you whip Tyson...
might signify the conclusion of his journey in the boxing realm. Adding to the anticipation is Niraj Goyat, an emerging boxer who is now affiliated with Most Valuable Promotions, sharing his insights and predictions for the much-anticipated showdown. In a recent interview, Goyat was asked to predict the outcome of the match between Tyson and Paul. Despite his ongoing feud with his current employer, Jake Paul, he sided with the problem child over Tyson. Nonetheless, he acknowledged Tyson's significant contributions to the sport of boxing. He noted, Jake Paul is at his peak. Yes, Mike Tyson has come. It has been a long time since he left boxing. No one can beat Mike Tyson's skills. He's my hero. One of the prominent criticisms directed at the Arlington-based bout is its apparent lack of parity. The significant age gap between the contenders has stirred considerable apprehension among boxing pundits and enthusiasts alike. Adding to this concern is the fact that Iron Mike will be returning to the rings following his last encounter with Roy Jones Jr. Goyat added, you're fake Paul, Jake Paul. He's also training, isn't he? And he's also young. Peak means he's young also. The fight is going to be great. About the result, no prediction can be made. It's hard to predict who will win or lose, but I feel the chances are that Jake Paul will do better because of the age factor.
No. Jake Paul might do better because of the stamina factor if it goes to a long round. If this shit is short, Mike Tyson automatically win.
Goyat, who hasn't stepped into the ring for an official fight since May of last year, holds on to hope that his upcoming bout will be against Jake Paul. His belief in himself reaches its zenith when he forecasts himself as the one to conquer the problem child. He said, but only I will break Jake Paul. His opponent was 40 years old.
Guys, now listen. This is what we called a smart decision by this guy right here. This nice young man. He's making a smart decision because you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to get the next deal. Yeah, he want that 100 mil. He want, because he know boxing don't give the same deals that Jake Paul is making right now, bro. Why do you think Mayweather moved from boxing, bro? He retired from boxing, but still was boxing under his own platform. You get me? Like he was working his own platform type shit, and like Mayweather Promotions, they promoted his boxings against Jake Paul and You feel me? So like we got to think.
And then
Logan
one was
Paul,
50
whatever his
years
name is.
old. And now
Jake
the
or
next
Logan,
one is
whatever.
almost 60. Despite skepticism from some, UFC commentator Rogan maintains that
Here we
Tyson
go.
possesses the necessary skills to dismantle Paul.
Thank
Rogan
you.
said on his eponymous podcast, "Just forget that Jake Paul is a YouTube guy and watch him fight. The kid
Thank
can
you.
fight, 100%.
100%.
That Tommy Fury fight really showed that. It goes to a split decision against a legit undefeated boxer." Rogan continued, expressing his disregard for Tyson's age, emphasizing that despite being 55, Tyson remains a formidable figure. He highlighted Tyson's
dude
training
like
with
he's
Rafael
30.
Cordero to underline Tyson's continued strength and capability. He was particularly impressed by the sight of Tyson hitting the mitts with force during training sessions. Rogan continued, "I don't give a f if he's 55. That's still Mike Tyson. He trains with Rafael Cordero, who's a legend in MMA. He runs King's Mixed Martial Arts. Rafael is a world-renowned trainer. When you see him holding the MITs for Tyson and Tyson is smashing the mitts, that guy can still f you up." Additionally, Rogan mentioned the modern advantages that could aid Tyson, including hormone replacement, vitamins, and advanced recovery techniques like electrical muscle stimulation,
Yup.
suggesting these
They
could
do
further
got that.
enhance Tyson's physical condition and performance. He
Definitely
added,
can.
"In this world with hormone replacement and vitamins, he does all this electrical muscle stimulation recovery stuff." Rogan further emphasized the modern scientific approaches utilized during Tyson's training for the
Rogan
fight
know a
against
lot.
Roy Jones Jr. He maintained his stance that regardless of Tyson's age, he remains a formidable opponent capable of causing harm. Rogan further added, "When they were training Mike for that Roy Jones fight, they were using state-of-the-art science. I don't give a f if he's 55 years old, that guy will hurt you. If Jake Paul's on the other side of the ring, and he sees Mike Tyson bobbing and weaving, he's going to have a recognition."
That's what
Rogan
I'm
predicted
saying,
that
bro.
Jake Paul would have
Just
a moment
imagine
of
Mike
realization
Tyson
when
coming-
faced with
Huh.
Tyson's classic
Yeah,
fighting
what's
style
up?
in the ring. He also remarked on the persistent power and surprisingly retained speed of Tyson at his age, which he finds terrifying. He added, "He's going to look over and go, oh my god, that's really Mike Tyson. At
Yup.
55, the power is the
Yup.
last thing to go, but the thing is, the speed is still there. It's terrifying."
Terrifying.
Rogan speculated about the nature of the fight between Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., suggesting that there might have been an understanding to avoid face punches, as Tyson primarily targeted the body, aside from using jabs. According to Rogan, and I don't know what he did with Roy Jones Jr., but in my mind, they made some sort of agreement where Mike wasn't going to punch him in the face because
Yeah.
most of the hits he hit him with, unless it was a jab,
It was body
to the
shots.
body. Yet, amidst the anticipation, one can't help but wonder, will this showdown between two contrasting boxing personas
I hope they don't do
indeed
that with
come to
Jake Paul, like,
fruition? As the impending clash
anything
draws
goes,
near,
bro.
a flurry of criticisms has already begun to swirl. Among the skeptics, a substantial faction doubts whether this bout will ever materialize. Adding weight to this skepticism is none other than Sean Porter, who harbors
Sean
doubts
Porter,
about the
what's up?
likelihood of Paul facing off against Mike Tyson on July 20th.
When his opponent was walking out to the ring, I looked in dude's face and I was like, yo, he got that face like he know what he's supposed to do tonight. He's supposed to find somewhere on this mat to lay down, and when that perfect punch is thrown, he gonna lay down. And
That's what you meant?
that's exactly what I meant.
Porter aired his doubts unequivocally on his podcast. Porter stated, "I'm not excited, and that's why I don't think the fight is happening. I think for something like this to happen, it takes more than 4 to 5 days to make something like this happen."
Bro, it's been taking him almost 2 years now, bro. What are you talking about? He been called out Mike Tyson, bro. Like, come on. Y'all
Porter
need to
delved
catch
into
up.
his lack of enthusiasm for the highly anticipated showdown between Tyson and Paul. He stands out among enthusiasts for his skepticism regarding the authenticity of the bout, suggesting it might be a mere spectacle for the fans.
And I'm not saying from a standpoint of him taking money to take a dive. I just saying this dude will lay down.
He
on
not
his
doing all
canvas,
that.
and when
Mike
that punch
Tyson
is
not
thrown,
getting no
he's
payout to
supposed
get
lay
knocked
down.
out.
Porter's doubts stem from the remarkably
Porter,
swift
go home.
announcement of the match, coming
Got
just
all that
5
money
days
just to be
after Jake
retarded and
Paul's
stupid,
previous
bro.
fight, leaving little room for proper
Excuse my language.
negotiation and planning. He remarked, "And what I'm saying is, I don't think that through the course of him having a fight in Puerto Rico, never mentioned, yeah, we gonna get this bum out of the way, and I got something real exciting for y'all after that." Porter believes that Jake Paul would have said something about this event in his last fight, or even around that time. He added, "Never say anything like that. And then after the fight as dry as it ended, as dry as it was, you gotta do something to get us excited and get us pumped up." Porter harbors doubts regarding
They
the
didn't-
secrecy
he didn't know he
surrounding
was
any
gonna fight Mike
pre-existing
Tyson.
discussions
He
about the
just
fight,
agreed to this
questioning
shit,
why
bro.
Jake Paul hasn't made them public
Couple
if they
months ago.
truly existed. He added, "You didn't know that this fight was on the horizon? I don't think this fight will get made in 4 or 5 days." On Jake Paul's end, there's a relentless
Yes, it can. All Netflix had to do, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, y'all still want to fight? All right, let's make it happen. That's it, bro.
push to hype up the fight daily. If it falls through, it would be a colossal letdown for boxing enthusiasts. Paul has even addressed the swirling rumors regarding the fight's rules. Without hesitation, Paul denounced the misinformation, branding those who bought into it as idiots. While the official rules remain undisclosed, Paul's fiery response suggests a more traditional fight. He said, "I feel for any dumbass who believes that, and I would never let my fans down in a fight like this and wear headgear. Come on now, people." His manager echoed a similar sentiment, shutting down the rumors through his Instagram.
Yeah, he's not gonna wear
UFC star
headgear.
Chuck Liddell is the latest
Chuck
to weigh in on
Liddell!
the fight. Liddell told TMZ that he thought Tyson was still capable of taking out Paul with a single blow.
Hell
Liddell
yeah.
said, "As soon as Tyson hits him, it's over."
over!
Liddell stated he thinks the former heavyweight champion still has what it takes to win. He said, "The last thing to go is power. Last thing to go is power. If he hits him, it's over." When asked if he had any advice for Paul, Liddell offered a simple response: "Keep covered up, man. Here is what else he said."
I like you, Chuck Liddell.
Is the favorite.
Yeah, if Tyson's taking a dive, it's the favorite. But if Tyson hits him, it's over.
Yeah, Chuck Liddell's, but UFC, that's his thing. Like, he knows about that power, that hit. So let's see.
Last thing to go is power.
Interesting.
Last thing to go is power. He hits him, it's over.
On the other hand, the WBO welterweight champion of the world, Tim Tszyu, expressed his thoughts on the impending bout between Paul and Tyson. Tszyu said, "First of all, this fight will bring a lot of attention to the sport. I love Mike Tyson. Grew up on his fights. I hope he doesn't get hurt." Tszyu acknowledged that the fight would draw significant attention to boxing, a sport he loves and for which he has a deep respect, largely due to growing up watching Tyson's matches. He expressed his admiration for Tyson and his hope that the legendary boxer remains unharmed. Tszyu further added, "Jake Paul is doing good things too, but it's weird to fight Tyson. I wouldn't do that. I'm a connoisseur at heart. The world is changing. Whether the fight will live up to the colossal
bro.
expectations or fall short
act like money
remains to
don't-
be
don't-
seen."
don't
However,
make
the
y'all move.
sheer volume of conversation and the wide range of perspectives underscore the fight's significance in the cultural zeitgeist. So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a
video.
like, subscribe, and
I
ring
got
that bell
you.
icon so you
I'm
never
not-
miss our upcoming
look,
videos.
Bang.